Wow! What? Is that the Legion?
Keep looking.
What is that? It is the Legion. Lily, could you not? That's the Legion one we did. Here we go, just... What am I wearing? Oh, no, I forgot I was wearing that. Oh, shot Lily a few times, but alright. It was tough.
Here we go.
Alright, I am Techro Omega and welcome to Fallout New Vegas. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. If you haven't noticed, I sound awful. The reason for that is because I feel awful. Which is probably why this video and the second video for today will probably more than likely have a delay between them, just because I don't want to push myself to record 2 videos in a row at risk of death. Oh, yeah, dead. Alright. So yeah, if I talk less during this one, the reason should be obvious. I don't feel well. Alright. I'm not sure if I got them all, but... well. Head straight that direction, and let's go. So, the quest I was doing... Anyways, the reason... Oh yeah, the reason there wasn't a video yesterday is on account of... This is the same reason why I sound terrible today. I went to bed... I got back, and then I was sleepy and sick, and then I woke up and I was sleepy and sick. And also slept through my alarm, or my alarm didn't go off, and I'm still not sure which. Either way, it resulted in me having to leave for work, and then my, yeah, me having to leave for work before I could record and upload something, so that's why. Alright. Let's play this damn game. Yes, I get it. Stop it. So if I'm like sniffing during this video, if I'm like coughing during this video, preemptive apologies. Because coughing and sniffing is basically all I can do right now. I didn't even refill my water before I started. I'm out of it. Alright. That might have been a terrible mistake. Oh. I might do this episode a little bit shorter. Nah, my throat's sore too. Nah, I'll make this a half hour. If I can. Jeez, guys. I know you guys like to shoot everything that you come across, but was that really necessary? I mean, I guess I can't yell at them for shooting everything they come across. I have gone out of my way to shoot things that I've come across. And have gone out of my way to shoot things that I hadn't come across, just because there were little red blips on my radar. Or whatever that's called, compass. I don't know, is it a radar? What is it? I don't remember if they actually explained that. Oh well, the useful thing. So yeah, we had to go and upgrade all the, oh god, yawning hurts. Upgrade all the radio stations' security. And this one's irradiated. Which is good. What happened here? Why is it irradiated? So what does radiation resistance actually do in this game? Because I am wearing something with radiation resistance, but I am still irradiated. Ranger Erasmus.
I don't remember getting informed about any new transfers to this post.
I don't care.
The Legion's got a major crossing point down at Cottonwood Cove.
Yeah, I
so
have to
we
go
keep
down
an
there
eye
and
on
do
them from up
something.
here. You know, if McCarran would send us some more men, we could do more than watch. Skirmishes, mostly. The Legion raiding parties usually fall back when they know it's us they're up against. The Legion's been sending raiding parties across the river in larger numbers lately. We don't have the men at this post to intercept them all.
Well...
You got my respect.
Oh, you're a ghoul ranger. Oh, are you the comms officer? Yes.
Gotta wonder what the hell a civilian is doing here.
Doing your job for you, because you all
What,
suck
again?
at it.
Didn't I just change those damn things? Alright, fine. Show me the new codes. Ranger military outpost. We're keeping an eye on the Legion activities south of here at Cottonwood Cove. Nothing going on down there at the moment. Just the usual slave traffic.
Ah, my throat.
Poor bastards.
Yeah.
Believe me, I would love orders to take Cottonwood Cove apart and kick the Legion back across the river.
I think I have
But the
those.
brass at McCarran doesn't want us to waste resources on something they consider a minor target. So we just get to watch. Undoubtedly. Rangers are tough nuts to crack, though. And any force small enough to launch a surprise attack isn't going back in one piece. On the other hand, if the Legion goes for a full-scale attack, we'll see them coming, fall back, and wait for reinforcements. So we know what they'll do, and they know what we'll do, so we just sit around and keep an eye on each other.
Neat. So you're all really passive-aggressive is basically the gist of it. Alright. I've been there, yeah. I can pause the game and modify the difficulty at any time.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on
I
that.
like how every one of you wants to
Yeah?
talk to me. Have I talked to you before? Yes. No, yeah, this is the place with like a total of 3 people, if that. Well, there's a few more than 3 people. Actually, no, I think there is just 3 people. Hey, wake up. A lot of people even
Why
try
are
to
you
sleep
still
in this
here?
game.
Very well. You can tell Reyes that this station is secure.
You're welcome. Alright. This is just gonna be the adventure of fast traveling all over the place. Hello. Here's Station Alpha. Let's go to the 188 trading post. And we'll go from there. So yeah, there might be a delay between recording this one and the next one. Well, there'd definitely be a delay on account of me going to refill my water. But even then, there might be time for me to just, I don't know, relax, I guess. Man. Being sick sucks. I'm getting sick a lot this year, and I don't know why. And I hate it. I despise everything about it. I still don't know what to do about all the clicking and shit that you guys can probably hear. Yeah, yeah, sorry, I was just looking over at the, second screen recording software. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that wasn't me. Yeah, I was just noticing that maybe I need like a noise gate or something. Or just well, I can probably get a mouse pad. I don't have a mouse pad. I don't remember why. I don't think that would probably just help with that noise. As for the other thing, I'd probably involve like noise gating, but I'm not always the same volume is the thing. I guess I'd have to work on being the same volume for it to work. Yeah, I thought I just stepped in a trap. I was about to die. Hi.
This is a military outpost. Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Have you ever heard the story of the
Yes.
bomber that crashed into the lake before the war? Supposedly it's mostly intact, even after all that time.
200 years of water damage. I
For
find
about 10 years
still
now.
hard to believe.
Toughest training I've ever done, and was the proudest day of my life when I got my Ranger badge. Did you know that the first battle at Hoover Dam was won because of the Rangers? Legion had the numbers, but we had the skill. Ranger Station Alpha used to be the frontline outpost for NCR. When we moved on to the dam, this station has fallen into more a support role.
Alright. Does every ranger station just have a slight... Yeah, hi. You're ridiculously red-haired as well.
This post isn't someplace a civilian ought to be.
Do you not know who I am? People in the NCR worship me, yet some people are like, oh, you're a civilian, what else you doing there? Like, jeez.
All right.
Make your mind up. Do you love me, or you not know who I am?
That she'd send a civilian instead of a trooper, though.
Well, tough.
Just the usual. Legion scouts try to slip across the river a couple of times a week, but they always end up floating downriver with holes in their heads.
Until you guys run out of ammo.
Ranger Station Alpha. Ranger Lineholm is in command here.
I know.
I'm not really much of a historian. The short version is that the Rangers are the elite of the NCR military. Best fighters in the wasteland.
Is that why that one ranger station got, like, entirely destroyed? By a bunch of... Don't even remember by what. Just kind of all dead. I've been there. This is on the way to Jacobstown, it looks like, but... Hi! Again, I think that was killed before I got to shoot it, but, you know, at this point I stopped caring about that. I don't know. I don't know if I've tried to justify it yet, but the reason I have the Infinite Companions mod is mainly because, give my brain a little bit of time to work, because, oh yeah, the quests for all of them are so, like, so specific of what you need to do to trigger them. I basically have to either go to the wiki page with, like, go to the wiki page and hunt down all of their objectives, then do their quest, and then do the next one, or replay the entire game with each one as like, getting that follower as soon as I could, and then going through the game with them in hopes of running across them. So I figured it's a lot easier to just bring them all. Ow. Oh well. Why is there a ranger station out here? Is that where the guys who were trying to, attack Jacobstown were? A bunch of dumbasses. If they'd even tried, they would have been destroyed. The settlement of super mutants in Nightkin. It would just be a massacre. There'd be not even the slightest opportunity to fire a bullet before you got bull rushed. I've seen how fast those super mutants can move. What are you doing?
No run-ins with the Great Khans, I hope. They've been more restless than usual.
Yeah, what's up?
Tough, independent, and as ruthless as they come. They're holed up in Red Rock Canyon, and it's this station's job to keep an eye on them.
So are they around here somewhere? Yeah, why are you wandering
Keeping watch
away?
on the Great Khans, mostly. They usually stick around Red Rock Canyon, but at least one large group left recently. We called it in, but haven't heard anything about any Great Khan incidents. Whatever they're doing, they're keeping a low profile.
Of course they are. Because they know I'm going to eat them all.
Morning.
The hell was that noise? Oh, she'd say morning to one of my buddies. Hello.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time.
I'm not actually here.
Oh, well, yeah. I can do that. Thanks. I talked to the cashier at Gamora into forwarding me some chips. I was convinced I was due for a hot streak. It, didn't go so well. The Emeritus were nice and said they'd give me some time to pay them back. They also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again, they wouldn't be nice the next time.
Of course not.
I don't want to talk about it. We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. Didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. Got into trouble. But the Rangers gave me a second chance instead of kicking me out. So here I am. Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway.
You're welcome. I could ask what happened between them and the Emeritus, and then tell him I'm here for the Emeritus.
I operate the radio and call in if we see any great cons moving out in large groups from Red Rock Canyon.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Morning.
Man. Come back to Camp Forlorn Hope. And then I think I have 1,000 other quests to do. Ow. That hurt even more.
Welcome back.
Hi.
The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
Thank you.
We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
Yeah.
Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical supplies for some reason, while Bravo hasn't requested a resupply in a while. Echo has been reporting heavy Legion activity down on their end, but that's about it. Thank you.
Why would you ever just say no? You usually, like, don't want it in your quest log? But that's not my job. My job is not to ask about the quest, or to tell people to stay out of my quest log. My job is to do their quests because I get paid and rewarded for it.
Hello.
Hello. Oh wait, you're the one I was talking to. Hi.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super
I feel like I get to hunt someone
That
down
patrol
and
was
beat them
wiped
to
out by
death.
its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off.
Huh. Impressive. That's some intense genius right there. And then, wait, then who sent in the report about Roman super mutants?
Did you need something else? High casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died. Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here. There are other Ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report. Do a fucking head count then. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be.
I don't know the population that wouldn't sphere before. Lady. You sass me. Don't make me not like the NCR because one person annoys me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained
Yeah, see, that's what
death
I
claws?
figured. I thought death claws
would've
were, like,
remembered that.
inherently untrainable.
If someone is saying I
You're
filed that
fucking
report, that's a load of crap.
just
I won't have my
slaughter
name
machines.
attached to a clerical error.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. There was a lot of talk about expelling her from the Rangers, especially once the gambling and drinking started. Being posted here is her second and last chance, and so far, I'm not impressed. Link's jumpy all the time, and the others are sick of it.
Well, tough. I can't do much. Is this another invisible quest? I didn't even see your face.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, yeah, no. I thought I could do something and talk to you or something, but I guess not. Let's go. Alright. go. And let's talk to you. Yep, all of your reports were completely false.
I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the Chief manipulate the reports?
Because he's a dumbass.
I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to.
Why did you preemptively pay me? Like, I haven't finished the job. Why are you preemptively paying me? Constantly running into your bullets and missiles. If they do that, then it's probably just best to leave them behind before they get themselves completely killed. Did I ever go into that? I never went into that. I'm going into that. Screw it. I want to go in there. It looks spooky. And there might be important people, or people who think they're important, and therefore have the authority to give out jobs. Nope, there's no way in. Alright, unless there's on the other side. Doesn't look like it, though. This would be quite a large building and not have an entrance. That would be, you know, horrific. There we go. House resort. So yeah, sweet, I get to go inside. I honestly did not notice this thing, or if I did, I did not, like, interpret it as a place that I could probably go in. For unknown reasons. Hi. How you doing? Terminal, squad readiness reports, terminal. I might have to break into that in just a second. Although, if I do have to do it, I will just, like, cut the video and, get it done. Stop my timer. And just edit it all out, all the hacking, because it's freaking boring to do and it's freaking boring to watch. Where is this guy? First floor. Nope. Try to sleep. Wake up.
I'm occupied at the moment. Come see me when I'm on the balcony.
No. Alright. I will follow you to the balcony, whereupon you will probably try to kill me and have to be terminated. Because there's absolutely no reason that you would want to talk to me outside unless you wanted me dead. Well, yeah, not around the rest of the NCR soldiers unless you were hiding something. You being a pain in the ass, Chief. Yeah, just take note of every person you're walking past, because they will all destroy you. Especially that one right there. And Rex's dragdolling. Yeah. This is not a balcony, you know. What are you doing? Are you going to bed? No, you're not. No, you are not. You are not going to bed.
I'm occupied.
No. I'm not going to bed. Why is... This is like the only quest in the game that I have to wait till a specific time to talk to them. They've all been perfectly okay, if a little bit annoyed, at being woken up in the middle of the night. Why does this guy care? Does he not want to get shot? Wait, it said it was out here, though. Oh, no, it said it was... Yeah, no, it said it was out here. Oh, it is out there. He's just on the other side of the building, isn't he? Yep. Or up there. No, he's up there. Or something. Screw it. Is this a gas line? Is it still functioning? If I drop a grenade here, will I blow up half the continent? Tempting. Alright. I just realized I'm low on health. Well, I'm not low on health, but I'm low-ish on health. And I have this stuff, so I might as well use it. There you are. No, where is he? Oh, he's inside. He went back inside. Swear to God, I really hope he tries to kill me so I can murder him.
Hello?
No, he's not inside. He's like up on this balcony here.
There seems to be a minefield from some of the troopers here.
Yeah, I don't quite know what you were talking about there, Veronica, but I think that was Veronica. It could have been anyone. That's what was confusing me. It's not the exit to the outdoor world, it's the door directly above it. Because, you know, this game doesn't do, levels.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had.
Is that relevant?
Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to.
Is this relevant?
But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back.
How do you know who I am?
The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up. But it sounds like you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated. Now what can I do for you?
You talk really slowly.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
Yeah.
I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes.
Oh.
Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here. Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person.
Yeah.
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel
So I have to go and
to
talk to
ranger
every
station.
comm officer again?
Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Golf.
Okay.
Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Yes.
Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Gulf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
Jeez.
I could tell you a lot if you had the time. Suppose it depends on what you think's good. If you want some
I'm
tall
not gonna
tales
listen to this
about
guy
hunting
talk
down
really
slavers
slowly.
or busting up gangs, talk to one of the...
Yeah.
Kind of a long one, but
Oh,
all right.
damn it.
About 20, 25 years ago, a group of... I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map,
Let's just
but
start
back
talking
then
as
they were out
slowly
of
here.
ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail. Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 rangers. We must have been on the trail
Impressive.
for a week before we got to
That's
Rattletail.
not what he means, but...
We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town, and 5 men with 308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit.
No.
They had planted an NCR flag over the well, and they would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were.
Your men were shooting civilians.
I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we had already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with 308 rifles.
Oh,
well, that was
these are
enough
just
for them.
random dudes,
They
I guess.
packed up what they could, and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego.
Well, they were killing civilians,
Raised
so I
big
might go and
horners.
say hello.
Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good. In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves.
Of course he does.
Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks.
Tell me everything.
Joshua
have to deal
Graham,
with them,
Caesar's
probably.
old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge.
Did he get everyone
Caused
killed?
total chaos among the younger legionaries.
No.
Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We had packed the old city with
Yeah, I
C4 and
remember this
dynamite. Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham.
Probably got killed then.
You've come back to see the chief.
Yeah. Is there anything else? No. So, we know about Caesar.
In her own way, of course, when she's not trying to wrangle my rangers into helping her. But just keeping that dam secure and operational day to day is enough work for one person. Never mind building a defense against the Legion.
What was that?
No, and thanks to General Oliver for that. Colonel Shue is at McCarran. Most of the new Vegas troopers are under his command. He's more sympathetic to the locals than Moore. Now that the fiends aren't giving him grief, we should see more troopers assigned to the front lines.
Pretty sure the fiends are still
Good work
giving
on
him
that,
grief.
by the way. Hope you got good bounties out of it.
Oh, those guys. Sure, why not? Might as well exposition me a little bit more, and then I'll wander off.
Now you'll have to excuse me. The General and I don't always see eye to eye on things. Maybe it's best that I just say he's a trooper, through and through. The man will not give up an inch for anything, least of all to the Legion. The Colonel's an effective commander, one of the best. But she sharpened her claws on the Vipers and the old Jackals. Did 4 tours against the Brotherhood, too. She used to be a ranger until an injury took her
Yeah,
out of
that
action.
seems to happen quite
Happens
frequently.
to a lot of us, unfortunately. She's better at making graves than making friends. Bring in more and the earth will be raised. Fields will be salted.
Nice. I could accuse him of doing that. Or I could go and, well, one, end this video, and two, talk to someone in here. Wait, what?
You've come back to see the chief.
Yeah.
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different.
How do I go about doing that? Oh, well, thank you so much for sticking with me. Hope you stop by again sometime. I'll see you then if you do.